Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $5 Extreme Green ticket. This is part of the July 2024 series of tickets that will be coming out in Texas in a few days. This one is a number match game, and there are a few symbols that you can find. First of all, there's a money bag for your instant win. There is a stack of cash for double your prize, and there is a vault for 5 times your prize. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.07, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $100,000 on this game. And I say it in every $5 video, the $100,000 top prize just isn't good enough. I mean, it might be if the odds were like 1 in 200,000 to win it, or 1 in 300,000, but it's 1 in 1.4 million. For those odds, you should have at least a $400,000 or $500,000 top prize. So, I mean, you always have to look at whether your wager is worth the top prize. And in this case, it's just not. I mean, you shouldn't be making a $5 wager for a $100,000 top prize, and it's even less than that after taxes. At odds of 1 in 1.4 million, it just doesn't make sense. So, you know, unless the overall value of the ticket was just crazy good, I wouldn't play this just based on that top prize alone. Looking at the rest of the prize structure, nothing too crazy stands out, but we do need to talk about taxes. So for in Texas, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view that top prize. So instead of $100,000, I'm going to view this as $76,000, which makes this ticket even less appealing. Now, with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 67 and 68%. Payout, just like the top prize, is too low. We look for a minimum of 70% payout on every ticket we review on the channel, because states can make plenty of money in that 70% range. So for Texas to put out a $5 ticket, and this is not just one, it's every single one they put out, for them to put out $5 tickets at 67% payout, it's just, they're keeping way more money than they need to. They're ripping their customers off. And for that reason, this is reason number 2 why I would have no interest in playing this. I would stay far away from it, because I don't want to, encourage the Texas Lottery to keep putting out tickets with payouts at 67%. So I would never do that I would never encourage that by buying the tickets. Now, the other thing we do need to mention about the 67% payout is that it does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see 67% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what the new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $100 prize level. Now, again, I would never ever buy this ticket. I would never ever suggest that anybody buy this ticket. In fact, if I can talk you out of buying this ticket, I would love to do that. But we know there are going to be people who buy it. So for those people who are spending their money on this, when they do win, if they are just regular luck type players, they're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $5 and $100. And there is a split there at the $100 prize level. It's about 27 to 73. So only about 27% of these $100 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure, where average folks are going to be winning. The other 73% are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting a top 1% prize, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that it's about 1 in every 407 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it. And so what that means is that you're in over $2,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. And then you have to hit the top prize in order to come out ahead. I hate to see prize structures like that or like this, where, you know, to hit a top, to come out ahead, when you're playing for a top 1% prize, you have to hit the top prize. It's just not fair to the player. It's too big of an advantage for the state. And so, yeah, this is reason number 3 that I would not play this ticket. It's just too hard to come out ahead. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 59 and 60%. This is also a little low. We look for a minimum of 60% payout for the bottom 99% of prizes. And the reason for that is because once you're down here in the 50% range, at least to me, it feels like you lose your money so fast that it's not fun to play. It's frustrating. And so, why would I buy a ticket if I know I'm going to be frustrated by it? So Texas Lottery has not done its job on this ticket. They don't do their job at all, hardly on any tickets. But anyways, this is a low number. Now here on this page, we're tracking the increases and decreases in Texas $5 tickets. The data point for extreme green on this little graph up here, it's all the way over here on the right. So you can see there was a little bit of a bump in value from the previous $5 ticket that came out earlier this month. And I do want to stress again, like Texas puts out a lot of $5 tickets, way more than any of the other states that we're looking at on this channel. And the reason they do that is because they're just making a killing off of them. They know that, $5 is a convenient price point. They know that for customers, it's easy to just go in and, put down a $5 bill or a $10 bill and grab one or two of these. And because they know that it's a convenient price point, they don't mind ripping you off. And so this $5 ticket category is probably my least favorite of all the denominations of tickets you can buy. Just because states take it, it's not just Texas, but states take they take advantage of people on these. They don't treat customers with respect and dignity, and I hate that. So anyways, we do see that bump in value. Normally, I would say, it might be a good time to buy if you see a bump in value like that, but if you look at all of the payouts here, they're all garbage. The best one that I see is 67.81, and they're all in that 67% range, almost all of them. And it's just complete trash. I wouldn't spend my money on any of these. And I recommend you to avoid the $5 ticket category in Texas. Now, we all know that there are people who buy $5 tickets in Texas. For those people, up here in green, little help. We have highlighted the best ticket in every category. So if you're playing for overall value, Super Lotteria and Super Cash Word have the best payouts of the $5 tickets in Texas. Although 67% is not that different from everything else, and it's still very, very low. If you're playing for odds, Super Lotteria has the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, Super Cash Word has the most money in the bottom of the prize structure for average folks. And then if you're more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, $500 Frenzy has the most money at the top. And then we are also keeping track of top prizes here. The one thing that stands out to me is the $500 Frenzy has not had a top prize hit yet. However, that ticket's only a month old. Now here on this page, we are ranking Texas $5 tickets based on overall payout. This one, Extreme Green. Let's see if we can find it here. There it is. So it's, as far as Texas context goes, it's one of the stronger tickets in the the $5 ticket category, 8th place overall. However, that's not saying much at all because it's such a junk category anyways. So it's, it's an okay ticket in a trash pile, basically. So anyways, that's about it for Extreme Green. Now here on this page, we're ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. Extreme Green here is in 7th place overall. So 59%, not the worst, but not up to the 60% that we look for bottom 99% payout, but it is a lot. It is better than some of these other tickets that are still in play here. Now here on this page, we get to compare $5 tickets across states. And this page is important because we have the top 35 $5 tickets on the screen here, and you don't see Texas anywhere on this list except for the Hall of Shame spot. So the Texas Lottery put out the lowest payout for a $5 ticket we've seen on the channel. But other than that, it's not competitive with these other states that we're looking at on the channel. Not competitive with Georgia, Florida, California, and Massachusetts. Massachusetts being the only state that puts out $5 tickets at a value where they should be, about 76%. That's where a $5 ticket value should be. Texas puts out $5 tickets at 67%. That's like 9% less than they should be. But we really want to look up here at the top of the list. The best $5 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia. It was called Fast 50s, had 77% payout. That's really good for a $5 ticket. And we have to ask the question, if Georgia can put out a $5 ticket at 77% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why in the world is Texas putting out $5 tickets at 67% payout? That is over 10 percentage points less than what Georgia did with Fast 50s here. And 10% is a huge amount of money when you think about how many tickets go into making just one scratch game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $5 price tag, and that's $50 million wrapped up in just one scratch game. And we all know that 10% of 50 million is $5 million that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players with this Fast 50s game, that the Texas Lottery steals from its players every single time it puts out a $5 ticket. Let's go back to this list. How many, for every single one of these tickets, Texas Lottery stealing $5 million from its citizens. That's a shame. Texas Lottery needs to be held to account for doing that. They should be ashamed of what they're doing. But yeah, it's a huge amount of money. I don't like seeing scratchers get taken advantage of, but the Texas Lottery has no problem just stealing your money and totally taking advantage of you. So you got to quit playing $5. You got to quit playing most tickets in Texas because they're just ripping you off like crazy. And the only way that you're going to get your ticket values raised is if you stop playing the tickets. Now here on this page, we get to compare $5 tickets in this according to bottom 99% payout. Now here you do see some Texas tickets on this list. Top 36 tickets are on the board. And that's because what the Texas Lottery has a tendency to do is put a lot of its value in the bottom of the prize structure for average folks, but then there's really nothing at the top to play for. And so, it's a very deceitful move for the Texas Lottery to have these bottom 99% payouts that are very competitive with what other states are doing, but then the overall value of the ticket is not competitive at all. That's very deceitful. I wouldn't even call it morally ambiguous. It is immoral to do that because it's such a huge deceit, and it's a trick. They're tricking you into buying tickets. Now here on this page, this is to give a little bit more context as to how low the payout is on this new Extreme Green ticket. In Massachusetts, $1 tickets, the lowly $1 ticket regularly comes out at 69% payout. That's over 2 percentage points more than what you're getting from a $5 ticket in Texas. Shouldn't happen. Best $2 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia, had 75% payout. That's over 7 percentage points more than what you're getting from a $5 ticket in Texas. Best $3 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia, had 73% payout. What is that? That's over 5 percentage points more than what you're getting from a $5 ticket in Texas. So yeah, this is completely backwards. You should never have a more expensive ticket that has less payout than cheaper tickets. And it's not just a little bit, it's a lot less value than these cheaper tickets. It's completely backwards. Texas Lottery should be embarrassed. They should be ashamed. They should be apologetic to the customers for deceiving them and ripping them off. You deserve better, and hopefully one day the Texas Lottery will be held to account for basically stealing your money. Now here on this page are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. We've only got one $5 ticket on here. It's in 36th place. Probably won't ever see a $5 ticket here again, but you can pause that and look at it if you would like. And then here on this page are the top 36 tickets based on that bottom 99% payout. And here we've got a $5 ticket at the top of the list. We've also got one other $5, at least one other, right here, 35th place. So it is possible if a $5 ticket has a good enough overall payout and the prize structure is done good, can compete with $20, $30, $50, and $100 tickets. Unfortunately, I don't ever expect to see that from Texas with how bad their tickets are. But anyways, that's about it for the Texas Lottery $5 Extreme Green ticket. Really, I feel bad. I don't have anything but bad things to say about this ticket and the $5 ticket category in general in Texas. Again, I got to stress, like if you got to quit playing the tickets if you want better payouts. If you just love $5 tickets, what I would do is I would find a scratcher from Massachusetts that you like and trust on social media and just go in on some $5 tickets from Massachusetts, because you're going to get way more value for your money than you are, wasting your money on these Texas tickets. But anyways, unfortunately, it's bad news for this one. Hopefully we can see some improvement in the future, but that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.